Thank you, Congresswoman. We are absolutely multitasking right now. One last shout out on the thank yous to our friends at United Way who have one of the tents behind us, or excuse me, in front of us behind you. Stop by and see them. They've been a great supporter of Whitman Walker this year, and we really want to thank them also. So I have the first of a small number of awards. Would you do me a favor? I'm feeling a little lonely. Could some of you step forward? It's like the people don't know who I am or something. So if you can come a little bit closer, we don't bite, the stage isn't going to move. Thank you. This year we're pleased to present to Geico with the Community Service Award. Geico has been with AIDS Walk Washington almost as long as the walk has existed, and their generous and courageous and dedicated employees have helped raise over tens of thousands of dollars and raise community awareness about HIV. To accept this year's Community Service Award is Matthew Wyrath. Matthew.
Thank you, Don. This year, let's see, they didn't give me my speech. So over the years, we've had hundreds of Geico associates who have participated this year in this walk. We've even created some of our own teams. People have dedicated their time raising awareness and even money. I'm really proud this year to be led to accept this award on behalf of Geico and our 27,000 associates. As long as there's a need for AIDS Walk, Geico employees will be ready and willing to work towards an AIDS-free generation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Matthew, and thank you all of the folks from Geico. It's my distinct pleasure now to introduce our recipient for the Courage Award, which is our annual award to the outstanding individual living with HIV who's doing so much in the community. This year's recipient is George Kerr, Executive Director of Westminster Stars. Let's give George a big round of applause. I get to embarrass George now with a little bit. So George is a nationally renowned community activist and grassroots nonprofit executive who's been a critical force in the fight against HIV/AIDS in Washington, D.C. for more than 19 years. He has started and put together an amazing program called START at Westminster. The acronym stands for Syringe Training, Advocacy, Resources, and Treatment Program. Under his leadership, the program has served hundreds of active and recovering drug users, linking them to recovery, treatment, and harm reduction services, offering seniors invaluable HIV/AIDS prevention education, and providing HIV testing, counseling, and referral for thousands of DC residents. For all of his hard work, on behalf of those living with or at risk of HIV, we are proud to present this year's Courage Award to George Kerr. Okay, folks, you're almost done with me. Every year, AIDS Walk Washington selects a Grand Marshal to be a symbolic leader of the walk. This year, as we look toward the possibility of an AIDS-free generation, we have two very special Grand Marshals. One is Miles Daniels, age 20 months, and the other is Malia Daniels, who is 10 weeks old. You may have seen their family on our bus and print ads in our AIDS Walk campaign this year. To speak on behalf of the two youngest Grand Marshals in the history of AIDS Walk ever is their mother, Chayla. Ladies and gentlemen, Chayla's going to come up and talk. Oh, she's bringing the whole family. Awesome. Chayla's bringing up the whole family. Let's give it up for Chayla. Woo!
Good morning, everyone. Thank you generation, right? How many of you can see that coming into picture today? I have to say I was a bit self-conscious about being in ads at 6 months pregnant, but I'll tell you, looking at all of you guys, it was truly worth it today. I've been an HIV peer health educator for over 10 years. I've always been a part of the fight against this crazy and terrible epidemic. Every parent wants to keep their baby safe, am I right? When I look into my beautiful children's eyes, my 10-month-old baby today, I get very excited to think of a generation that could be free of AIDS. By the time they grow up, this could all go away because of people like you and I. Lastly, I really want to thank everyone who came out here, particularly women and their families. We have to protect ourselves. Take care of yourself, women. Get tested. Know your status. Don't be afraid to protect yourself. Use a condom. Get tested regularly because with you and I, we can bring this epidemic to an end for the future generations like Malaya, like Miles, like MJ, like your sons and daughters, like your great-great-grandchildren, right? Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Chayla, and to your beautiful family for being the Grand Marshals. We love the ads, and you look good at 6 months too, let me tell you. Seriously.